Can you dig it, sucker?
All right, everyone, it's Booker T and Brad Gilmore here, and we've got something exciting for all you sports, comedy, music, and theater fans out there. We're talking about Game Time, the fastest, easiest way to get your hands on tickets to your favorite events.
That's right, Book. We love all those spontaneous, unforgettable moments, and Game Time is here to make them happen. Whether it's a last-minute decision to see a game or a sudden urge to catch a live show, Game Time has got you covered, giving fans access to tickets even at the last minute in over 60 cities across the United States and Canada.
Hey guys, this ain't about getting in. This is about getting the best seats in the house. With Game Time, you can see images of your seat before you buy it. So no surprises there, guys. You can score tickets swiftly. Skip the line, guys. Just dive straight into the moment.
Absolutely. And listen to this. Game Time guarantees the best prices. Find tickets in the same section and row for less elsewhere. Game Time will give you a credit of 110% of the difference. So there's no reason to wait, bro.
So whether it's the thrill of the game, the laughter of the comedy, the rhythm of the music, or the drama of the theater, guys, don't let the opportunity skip by. Choose Game Time. Grab your tickets and just enjoy the moment.
Live should be spontaneous, Book. So guys, don't miss out. Check out Game Time now on their app or at gametime.co. That's gametime.co.
Take the guesswork out of buying tickets with Game Time. Just download the Game Time app, create an account, and use the code BOOKER for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Lowest price. Guaranteed. Oh, yes. And we've got a special deal for our listeners. Try Blue Chew absolutely free when you use promo code BOOKER at your checkout. Just pay $5 for shipping, man. That's BlueChew.com. Use promo code BOOKER to receive your first month absolutely free. Visit BlueChew.com for more details and important safety information. And, you know, we want to thank Blue Chew for sponsoring the Hall of Fame podcast. Chew it and do it. Welcome inside the Hall of Fame. I'm Booker T, six-time world champ, along with my man Brad Gilmore here inside the Hall of Fame with the 5 minutes of fame. Very, very special guest, the winner of the Breakout tournament. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Lola Vice.
There you go, Book.
Hola.
How you doing, Lola?
Hi, thank you for having me. It's an honor to be with the Hall of Famer, and I'm super excited.
Man, you should be excited. You're coming off, you know, the biggest win of your young career, you know, the women's breakout tournament. We've seen what the tournament has done for Roxanne Perez, one of my students.
Yes,
She's
I
definitely,
faced her too.
I said, you know, put the rocket on you, you know, you're about to go straight to the moon, but now you're inside the 5 minutes of fame. And I just want to, you know, go back to when it first started for you, when you was a little bitty girl. What was a young little girl like Lola Vice? What were you doing and what were you thinking?
So my life has never been normal. My father has owned a taekwondo academy in Miami for 35 years, and my mom is a teacher. She was also a dancer. But my dad was also a stunt actor back in the day, so he used to do the fight scenes for the movies. But he always wanted me and my sisters to be martial artists. He basically trained us like men. Like if we
Wow.
were and we had a dream of going to the Olympics. My mom was actually pregnant with me while doing her black belt test, so I was kicking in the womb. This is facts. But also at the same time, my mom wanted me to be feminine and elegant and decide what I wanted for my life. So I was extremely in taekwondo and I was extremely in dance, and I did both at the same time. I remember like being little and having my ballet tights and my leotard under my taekwondo uniform and black belt, and I would go from sparring straight to dance. So I always learned how to do
Wow.
both.
Wow. Amazing.
Well, yeah, and then you transition into being an MMA fighter, and I guess my question is this:
Yes.
for you, MMA, what did it teach you that has helped you in your pro wrestling journey?
Well, so the story is I actually got into MMA when I saw Ronda Rousey do it because Ronda really opens the doors for young female fighters like me to step in. If it weren't for her willpower, I would have never been able to do what I loved then. So I saw Ronda doing it, and my mom was sick at the time. She had cancer, but she survived it. I was like, this is how I'm going to get my family out. So I knew my family trained me intense, unlike any other girl. So I knew I could do it if I put my mind to it. But in that world, I learned, you know, to trust my gut and to believe in myself, because at first people saw me very feminine and they didn't think I could actually do it in a cage. So at first it was just proving everyone wrong. And then it was like, wow, I'm proving myself right. And my work ethic matches, my performances. And then also in MMA, I learned how to brand myself and not only show myself as a fighter, but show my personality and what I've been doing my whole life.
Yeah, speaking of life, that combat life, it's a lot of bumps and bruises. A lot of bumps and bruises, and you're a beautiful girl. You're a beautiful
Thank
girl.
you.
What is it like actually after one of those knockdown drag outs to where you are puffed up, where your eye is black and your lip is
Yeah.
swollen, and you wake up that next day? Talk to me about that.
Yep. Well, honestly, the training of MMA was actually more difficult than the actual fight. The cutting weight and the fight camp is intense part, but I have 25 stitches in this eye. I
Wow.
have bruises all over my body. I would wear like dresses and try to look pretty and take my pictures, but I was always banged up. I have cauliflower in my ears, and I knew it was like a sacrifice I needed to make to get to where I wanted to be in my life and prove myself that I don't just care about my looks. I truly wanted to be a fighter. But now I could truly be myself and like be my feminine self because MMA was very gory. And I think a lot of people want to say they're fighters, but they've never actually experienced what that is, going through eating disorders, going through fight camps, losing 25 pounds in 3 weeks to make a weight, wearing those plastic bags, almost passing out in saunas constantly. I've been doing this since I was 11, 12 years old. And I think all of that made me very strong to endure this world that I started with the WWE.
Wow, awesome.
Man, wow. Well, but making the transition into WWE, obviously now you're the breakout star in
I
NXT, and
am.
and the name is Lola Vice, which I think is a great. Booker has always told me since I've known him, you got to have a championship name. If you're gonna be somebody, you got to have a championship name. Lola Vice is already established as a championship name.
You like
What is
it?
the origins of the name itself? Where did that idea come from for Lola Vice?
So Lola, actually my sister and I, since we were little, we had an inside joke. Like our Cuban nail lady, her name was Lola. And we would always like, oh, I'm Lola and you're Nina. And we would play around like that. And when it came to the time to like decide my name, I was like, I like Lola because it's Hispanic but easy for everyone to pronounce, and I feel like it goes with me. And then Vice was because inspired by the Miami Vice series back in the 80s. I'm born and raised in Miami. I come from a family of Cuban immigrants, and the Miami Vice colors and the Vice is just who I am at a heart. And I know that if I could really relate to something, I could translate that in the ring, and it's works for me. And I love my name now. I actually prefer it more than Valerie.
Awesome. I listen, in the air tonight, and that's when I first was looking at Miami Vice back in the day, and I remember Crockett saying the Tubbs, this is Miami, pal. Well, you got to know the play. You got to know the players. You got to have a program down here.
Yes.
Another amateur.
Yes. I actually get a lot of
That's still
inspiration for
another
that
quote
for
from
my
that movie,
promos.
man. It's so freaking stupid, right? You- You're all players, Sonny.
You're all players, Sonny.
I used to love
My
it.
dad loves to say that.
Oh man, I remember talking to you one day at the PC, and it was after I spoke about you on the Hall of Fame, and I was talking about how Lola Vice seemed to be like picking this up like crazy. It seemed like she's well advanced, more so than just jumping into the business. It seemed like the intangibles of getting in the ring, and I remember you telling me, I'm going to be the best at this. You know what I mean? And, you know, where did that come from, and what is it going to take for you to be the best in the WWE? And I'm not just talking about at NXT. I'm talking about the main roster. I'm
Yes.
talking about, you know, WrestleMania moments. What is it
Mhm.
going to take for Lola Vice to get to that point?
Well, I speak that way because number one, I know my ethic matches my words. And I think a lot of people say I'm going to be the best, but they don't put in the work. And I do that. So I know every time I step in that ring, I'm confident because I'm extremely prepared more than anyone else. But I think a big part of this business is being reliable, being able to perform at all times, being able to adapt. And I think everything that my life has thrown at me, I've been able to overcome it. I actually perform better under pressure, under the big lights, in MMA, my first professional debut, and people don't understand this. I was 20 years old. My professional debut was in the Mohegan Sun Arena, pay per view, no shin guards for the first time in my life, first round knockout. My second fight in MMA was in the Madison Square Garden. So this is something that I know that if I put in the work, as soon as I get there, I'm gonna perform. And here in the WWE is no different. Every time I go in there, I give it 100%. My work ethic, I'm there every single day. I still haven't taken a day off. I haven't taken a vacation. I'm completely committed to this, and I am going to be the best female sports entertainer in the history of the WWE.
Boom! You know, we were just talking about John Cena and all of those qualities that you just mentioned. John Cena, he had all of those qualities, and the one more so
I
than
love John Cena.
me too. The one more so than most, that they got to be able to trust you to be able to get all of that done, and I really feel like you got all the ability to
But I
actually.
do have to earn that though, and I do understand that. Like I'm earning that trust, but I'm willing to do that every single time I'm given an opportunity.
Well, that's what it's all about. You know, taking those opportunities, and no matter what that opportunity is, go out there and make it the best. I always said, you know, like my brother told me, you know, no matter what the job is, you do the job to the best of your ability to whatever's next comes along, and that's what I
Hmm.
really, really see with Lola Vice. I'm gonna tell you right now, you definitely about to get the rocket put on you after winning that tournament. You're about to go straight to the moon. I
Thank
always
you.
talk about the
Thank
nebula,
you.
baby, all the way out there in the stratosphere, man. And you do
I loved
bring,
your tag team, by the way, Harlem Heat.
hey man, you know, we was like
Yeah.
Lola Vice. We used to bring that hot Cholula green and put it
Uh-huh.
on
The
a regular.
spiciness.
Yeah, that's spice, man, and put it on a regular basis. But in parting, what do you want to leave the fans with? What do you want to tell the fans about Lola Vice before we let you get up out of the Hall of Fame?
Well, Lola Vice, has been through a lot in her life, but she never backs down. She doesn't fear anyone. She always has a lot of passion, and not only am I representing myself, but I'm representing a whole culture of young Latinas like me that I've opened. I'm actually the first Cuban American woman in history to sign here. So
Wow.
there's so many young girls in Miami. When I go back home, they're like, Lola, Lola. And it just means so much to me that they're all doing my little dances, because my mission in this world is to represent women. And you can be beautiful, you can be badass, you can fight in a cage, and anything you put your mind to, you can make it happen if you believe in yourself.
Oh yeah, man. I love it, man. I love it. I really want to thank you for giving me some time and stepping inside the Hall of Fame, getting your 5 minutes of fame. And I can't wait to
Yes.
see the rise of Lola Vice. It's already started, but I'm gonna tell you, I see great things in your future. And again, thank you for stepping inside the Hall of Fame.
Thank you so much. It means a lot to me for having me here, and I'm looking forward to continue working with you and seeing
Awesome.
you Tuesdays, and everything from here on. We're going up.
Oh yeah. Hey guys, stick around. You're in the Hall of Fame. We'll be back in a minute. And we've got a special deal for our listeners. Try Blue Chew absolutely free when you use promo code Booker at your checkout. Just pay $5 for shipping, man. That's bluechew.com. Use promo code Booker to receive your first month absolutely free. Visit bluechew.com for more details and important safety information. And, we want to thank Blue Chew for sponsoring the Hall of Fame podcast. Chew it and do it.